press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, we have been discussing about the chapter motion and time. Okay, and in our previous class we have learned what exactly motion is. It is nothing but the change in position with time. Okay, for any object, for any person or any animal, the motion is nothing but change in position with time. Okay, with time, with particular instance of time, how the object is moving. Okay, so that is nothing but motion. And we have also studied many examples with different types of motions, right? So when we say when we discuss about the motion of an object, okay, yes, so what determines the motion of an object? Its position. Okay, its change in position with time. Okay, its position with particular time, that determines the motion of an object, right? So what exactly is this position? Okay, position is nothing but point at which the object is located at a particular instant of time. Okay, so I have been saying it is the change in position. Okay, so what exactly is position? That means point at which the object is located at a particular instant of time. So what is this exactly? So for example, okay, so if when we are moving, okay, even we are in motion, like when we are moving, movement is nothing but motion. Okay, when we are changing our position with time, that means even we are in motion, right? So we are this position is rest. Okay, we are not moving. Okay, so this position is in rest. So what happens, and this is our rest position. Okay, but after again some 5 minutes, when we are walking or running, our position will be here. Okay, again after 1 more 5 minutes, our position will be here. Okay, so what is position here? Position is nothing but a point. Okay, here it is in rest position. Okay, so after 5 minutes we have been traveled here. Okay, we have walked the way till here, so it's after 5 minutes. Okay, so this is our position after 5 minutes. So again after 5 minutes, so after that our position is here. Okay, so at a particular instance, okay, at a particular time, okay, after 5 minutes, that is a particular time, after a particular time where we are, where we are located or where we have seen the movement. Okay, this is what position means. Okay, that is a thing but point at which the object, okay, cycle, car or anything, or even we people, okay, an object is located at a particular instant of time, that is position. Okay, so our position is here at this interval of time. Again after the next interval our position is here. Again after some 5 minutes again our position changes. Okay, so what is this position? This is nothing but a particular location where the object is located at a particular time. Okay, so that is position. Clear? Yes, okay. So in our day-to-day lives, we'll be using the terms fast and slow, right? We'll say this cycle moves fast, or this bike is fast, or he or she runs fast, or he walks very slow, right? So these are the normal terms what we use daily. Okay. So what exactly determines fast and slow motion? Okay, so what exactly determines, like how do you say if he runs fast, or how do you say she walks slow? Okay, what exactly determines that movement? Okay, so let us see what are these fast and what actually determines these fast and slow motions. So these motions or these movements are determined by distance moved by objects in a given interval of time. Okay, so the distance moved by objects in a given interval of time. Okay, so this decides what we usually use fast and slow. Okay, for example, a boy runs 100 meters in some what type? Okay, say it's some 1 minute. Okay, let us say a boy runs some 100 meters in 1 minute. Okay, the other guy runs the same distance. Okay, but he'll take more time. Okay, a boy runs same distance, that is 100 meters, in some 1.5 or 2 minutes. Okay, that is very slow. Yes, so yes, see the slow. Okay, when I said slow, like how did I even mention that? It is because the distance what we have taken is 100 meters, right? So for that 100 meter, the time the first guy took is 1 minute. Okay, but compared to him, it's the same distance, but the time he took is more. Okay, so calculating this distance and time, we say that the person one or the first boy, he has ran fast. Okay, he was faster than the second boy by calculating or by seeing the distance with time. Okay, for example, here we have a bike. Okay, here we have bike and a cycle. Okay, so using this bike, we'll cover a distance of some 5 kilometer. Okay, 5 kilometer in 5 minutes. Okay, by using this bike, so okay, so in a bike we'll cover 5 kilometers in 5 minutes. Okay, but with this cycle, with the same time, okay, that is with 5 minutes only. Here we have taken the same time. Okay, this just covers a 1 kilometer, something like that, or 2. Okay, so see what I am trying to say is, here we have taken the same time. In earlier example, I have taken the same distance. Okay, so using that distance and time, you can clearly say which object moves fast or slow. Right, so see here this bike has traveled 5 kilometer in 5 minutes. Okay, so this cycle has traveled 1 kilometer in the same time, 5 minutes. Okay, so you can clearly say, so which one is faster here? Of course, it's the bike, because in the same time it has traveled or covered more distance than this time. Okay, so distance and time, these terms determines the object is fast or slow. Okay, so whenever we talk about fast and slow motion, that's when we introduce a term that is speed. Okay, see that's what we say, this bike is walk faster, that means its speed is more than this cycle. Yes, when the boy was running, what do we exactly say? That yes, he runs very fast. or his speed is more compared to the other boy, right? So this speed is what exactly determines the fast and slow motions. Okay, so let us study in detail about this speed. Okay, so what is speed? So speed is nothing but rate at which an object covers distance. Okay, so at what rate an object, okay, at what rate the cycle covered a distance of 1 kilometer, okay, at what rate the bike covered distance of this 5 kilometers. So that is nothing but speed. Okay, so that determines the speed. Okay, so this speed is nothing but distance covered by time taken. So this is how we calculate speed. Okay, and the SI unit of speed is, that is the standard unit of calculating speed is, okay, how is distance covered? The SI unit of distance is meter, right? And the SI unit of time is seconds. Okay, so this shows the SI unit or the standard unit of this speed is meter per second. Okay, also we do calculate with the unit kilometer per hour also, but the standard unit is this one, meter per second. Okay, so this is the standard unit of speed, and to calculate speed we use the formula distance covered by time taken. Okay, in earlier example what did we use? The bike has traveled the distance of 5, okay, 5 kilometer by time taken was how much? Time taken was, yes, 5 minutes, right? So when this is 5 kilometer and this is 5 minutes, you need to convert it, okay, this kilometer into meters and then minutes into seconds, because here we have the formula the unit is meter per second. So whatever the given questions or whatever the numericals we have, we first need to convert it into this form. Even if it's given in meter and seconds, that's well and good, but if we have kilometers and hours, you need to convert that kilometer into meter and then minute into seconds. Okay, so that's how we'll calculate speed. And also here this speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, okay, so what exactly scalar quantity means? It only needs a magnitude. And no direction. Okay, this needs only magnitude, that is the speed needs only magnitude and not direction. Okay, magnitude means see, whenever we say the bike has covered some meters in second, we do not say in this direction or in that direction. Okay, so magnitude is nothing but the value what we express. Okay, this about this scalar and other quantities you will study in your higher class. Just for now, know that this speed is a scalar quantity, which means it needs only magnitude and no direction. Okay, magnitude is nothing but it has traveled, the cycle has traveled 1 kilometer per 5 minutes or something. Okay, kilometers per hour or no meters per second. Okay, this car has traveled some 5 meters per second, like that. Okay, so that values what we express is just the magnitude. Okay, it doesn't need any direction. Okay, in what direction the cycle has traveled. Okay, in speed we do not need that, we just need the magnitude. Okay, so that is the scalar quantity. Okay, so this is about the speed. Okay, so while we are studying about the speed, there are again two types of motion we need to know. That is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Okay, see, when I like explained what speed is the rate. Okay, so that means, yes, we'll discuss this, but before that let me give one more example. See, here's a boy, okay, and he travels from his home to a shop. Okay, he travels from home to this shop. He travels around some 5 meters. Okay, 5 meters in 15 minutes. Okay, so let us assume he travels some 5 meters in 15 minutes. Okay, so to calculate this speed, so let us, okay, so here we know the distance traveled is 5 meters and the time taken is 15 minutes. Okay, so now the question is, what is his speed? Okay, so to what is his speed? So what exactly is speed? The formula to calculate speed is distance covered by time taken, and it should be in a standard units. Okay, the distance covered here is, yes, 5 meters. Yes, it is in standard unit itself. Okay, so need not converge, there is no need of conversion or anything. Here the distance travelled in our time taken is 15 minutes. Okay, so 15 minutes by 60. It's because it's 60 seconds. Okay, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So this gives 5 into 60 by 15. Okay, so here the speed is 20 meters per second. Okay, so this is his speed. Okay, so what exactly here I mean is, here see, the answer what we got is 20 meters. Okay, but the thing is, he has not even travelled 20 meters, he has just travelled 5 meters, but the speed what we got is 20 meters. Okay, so that, what I am trying to say is that speed gives the rate. Okay, it means maybe for an hour or for a second or even for a minute. Okay, so that what it gives. Okay, if he has continued traveling, he would walk 20 meters. Okay, so that is what speed means. Okay, it is the rate at which the object or something travels. Okay, that doesn't mean exactly it is the distance. Okay, so this is the average speed. If he has traveled, okay, so that's what he could have maintained the speed. Clear? So this is about the speed. It is the rate at which an object travels. It is the average speed what we calculate. Okay, so now let us study about this uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay, so see, we have seen while moving in a car, the first will go very slow, okay, till we cross the city, or there'll be too much of this traffic. We cannot just go fast, okay. Starting few minutes we'll drive like normal, we'll go slow only. But after we leave behind the city in highway, we'll go very fast, right? There's no traffic and nothing, so we'll drive fast. Okay, so that motion, okay, that motion or that driving of car is a non-uniform motion. Okay, it's because there is no constant speed maintained. Okay, before we have in the first interval of time we have driven the car very slow, okay, the normal speed. But after some time, okay, after a particular period of time, we'll drive the car fast. Okay, so there is this fast, slow, slow, fast, like that. So it is not constant speed we are maintaining. Okay, we'll drive either very fast, or when we are tired, or when we are not, okay, when we have enough time to reach our destination, we'll go around, say, like in normal speed. Okay, and if we had to hurry, if we need to reach fast, we'll go very fast. Okay, so that motion, okay, that movement is non-uniform, because we are not maintaining constant speed at a particular time. Okay, first 5 minutes we'll drive very slow, next 5 minutes we'll drive very fast, again next 5 minutes we might maintain normal speed, again the other 5 minutes we'll walk, again we'll drive very fast. Okay, so this might happen, okay, but the time period what I am saying is same, okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what non-uniform motion means. That means there is a traveling of unequal distances in equal period of time, right? In the same time, in the same 5 minutes, we will drive very slow. In the same period, in the next 5 minutes, we will drive very fast. Okay, so it is the unequal traveling of distances. Okay, unequal distances traveled in a given equal period of time. So that is uniform motion. And yes, okay, so and again the same way, it's uniform motion means in the same equal interval of time we'll continue the same motion. Okay, so that is uniform motion. Okay, understood, right? So uniform motion means the distance traveled, okay, will be equal in the equal interval of time. But in non-uniform motion, the distance traveled will be unequal in equal interval of time. Clear? Uniform motion means an object moving with a constant speed. Okay, remember here we have constant speed. In uniform motion we will be having constant speed. Okay, for example, car moving 3 meters per second. Okay, in a second it moves some 3 meters. Okay, so that 3 meter will be same throughout the journey. Okay, if you maintain the same speed, okay, that is the constant speed at a given interval of time. Okay, if you are traveling for 1 hour and we have maintained 3 meters per second speed, okay, so we are maintaining for like 1 second we'll travel some 3 meters in car, that's very fast, yes, of course. So if that is this hour speed, okay, and if you maintain the same speed for 1 hour, okay, that's our traveling journey, for example. Okay, so that means we are maintaining a constant speed. Okay, we are not driving slow in between, we are not driving very fast in between, right? In the beginning it's not like we have started with very slow motion. Okay, from the beginning till end we have maintained same speed, that is constant speed. Okay, so that is uniform motion. Okay, and many examples like hands of a clock. Okay, so in our watches, in our clocks, like do we observe like yes, like no, the time has, we feel that time has gone too fast or time is going very slow, but actually it's the same motion rate, it's the constant speed what the hands of the clock maintains. Okay, it's not like now it's 11 o'clock, 5 minutes the hands will move too fast and will just after 5 minutes it's 12 o'clock. No, right? It's the same speed. Even the seconds hand, hours and minutes hand, it maintains the same speed, right? The constant speed. So when they are maintaining constant speed, it's nothing but it is in uniform motion. Okay, so that is what uniform motion means. Okay, so this is the best example what we can use. Okay, hands of a clock. Okay, no matter what happens, the hands of a clock moves in the same speed. Okay, the constant speed is nothing but uniform motion. Clear? Yes, another one example is rotation and revolution of earth. Okay, rotation and revolution of earth. Okay, sometimes we feel like day has gone too fast or do too fast or something, but actually the earth rotates in a like in a particular period of time. Okay, when we have our mornings, it means the earth has rotated and our surface has, is more closer to the sun. Okay, right? We have studied about this rotation and revolution. Okay, so this has a particular motion. Okay, there is a constant, earth is moving constantly. Okay, it's not like today earth has moved very fast and the next few days it will move very slow. Okay, it's not like earth rotates in just a few minutes or few hours. Okay, so there is this constant for this earth rotation, it takes 24 hours. That is the constant speed. Okay, that is the constant term, that is the constant time the earth takes, that is 24 hours for earth rotation. It's not like in today it takes 10 hours or tomorrow some 12 hours, day after tomorrow 15 hours. No, right? So it is the same speed what it maintains, it's the same constant time. Okay, so these are examples, like one of the good examples for this uniform motion. Clear? In uniform motion we have constant speed. Okay, now let us see what is this uniform motion. Sorry, non-uniform motion. Okay, so this is an object moving unequal distances. Okay, in equal intervals of time. Okay, remember this non-uniform motion is unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Okay, example. Okay, driving a car, person running, okay. Even these two examples we can give it for uniform motion when while mentioning the same distance and time. Okay, when the car is moving with the same speed, we'll give example for this uniform motion. Okay, but here what I'm trying to say is, see, driving a car, like what I mentioned earlier, is if you are going somewhere, initially you will start very slow due to the traffic signals and due to the many reasons. Okay. For that reason, when you are started the journey a little bit slow, okay, the movement of car is slow, but gradually you will increase the speed. Okay, so that is non-uniform motion. Okay, first few minutes you have driven very slow, next few minutes you have driven very fast. Okay, next few minutes it might be even faster. Okay, so here you are not maintaining a proper speed. right? So in a particular time, okay, if we have taken the interval of 5-10 minutes, okay, 5 minutes, if you are taking the interval of 5 minutes, starting in the beginning 5 minutes we have taken very slow, we have driven very slow, and the next we have, in the 5 minutes we have driven like normal speed. The other next 5 minutes we have driven very fast, next 5 minutes we have driven very fast, okay. So with the time, here we have the time interval we have taken is 5 minutes, okay, that is equal interval of time, that is 5 minutes, the time interval I am saying, okay. So if we have taken equal interval of time of 5 minutes, but here the distance is not same, the distance is not equal. Okay, the first 5 minutes we have driven very slow, like I mentioned earlier. So yes, likewise we'll increase our speed. Okay, but here what I'm trying to say is distance is not maintained. Okay, the equal distances is not maintained in equal interval of time. Clear? So non-uniform motion is nothing but an object moving unequal distances. Okay, in equal intervals of time. Example, driving a car, and yes, person running. Okay, starting we'll run slow. Okay, we'll heat up our body, we'll warm up and we'll run slow, but as we are running we might run fast gradually, but again after some time we'll be tired and again we'll slow down our speed. We'll start running slow, it will be even slower and then we'll stop. Okay, so that is we are not maintaining proper speed. Okay, we are not maintaining constant speed throughout our throughout the running. Okay, first it will be slow fast and then slow fast, like that. Okay, so here constant speed is not maintained. Okay, remember in uniform motion constant speed is maintained. Okay, this is what determines the uniform motion, and in non-uniform motion here the constant speed is not maintained. Okay, so remember the examples and the terms carefully. Okay, so this is about today's class. In the next class we will discuss more about this motion and time topic. Okay, so far we have learned in today's class that speed. Okay, so speed is what determines the fast or slow motion. Okay, so whenever we say something is moving very fast or very slow, that is we are using we are saying the distance and time. Okay, so using the distance and time we are saying they have moved, or the object or what vehicles have been moved very fast, this bike, cycle or something. So when we are saying the term distance and time, so that is nothing but speed. Okay, so the formula to use this to calculate the speed is nothing but distance travelled by time taken. Okay, and this should be in SI unit, and the SI unit is meters per second. Okay, we do use kilometer per hour for speed, but yes, meter per second is SI unit. Okay, that's the standard unit what we use for speed. Okay, so and yes, speed is a scalar quantity. That means it only needs magnitude and not direction. Okay, you will study more about these quantities in your higher classes. Just to know that speed is a scalar quantity. And also, okay, so while studying the speed, we have determined two types of motions, that is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Yes, with the movement with the constant speed is uniform motion. Okay, movement with not constant speed. Okay, I am just explaining in simple terms. Okay, that is non-uniform motion. But as per the definition, say an object moving with a constant speed. Okay, when object travels equal distances. Okay, that's how you need to write or you need to learn. Okay, but yeah, this is the most basic. Even that's right. Okay, an object moving with the equal distances in equal interval of time. Okay, so that is uniform motion. An object moving with unequal distances with equal interval of time, it is non-uniform motion. Okay, I hope you got it. In the next class we will study more on this topic. Thank you.